there folks, it's Kikoskia here and welcome back to Let's Play Quest for Glory 3 Wages of War. And when last we left off we did quite a bit of shopping. Our inventory is replete with items, some of which might be useful. We got ourselves some fruit, fish, beads, we got some oil, a rope, this jar of honey that'll be useful for getting a honey bird. We were given a wooden leopard, and we bought this fine robe. We didn't buy any amulets because none of those amulets that were offered to us sounded useful. We also have an absolute load of dried meat, and this tinderbox that we used to get our first game over, by using the hookah in the apothecary's store. Now it is time to spend some time in Tarna relaxing, before we have to go meet Rakesh and see the king. And there's something we haven't done yet, and that is sit down and enjoy a meal. So let us do that. Let us get comfortable. And here comes the owner of the inn. We haven't had a chat with them. Good day, friend of paladins and kings. How best may I serve you? Let us talk to you about the inn. This inn is always open to serve you. There is a room awaiting you upstairs. Thanks. Let's talk about that room. The user of great magic, Krisha, has reserved a room for you upstairs. Your room is the first on the right, and has safe storage inside. It's also a place that you can cast magic, albeit you'll lose honor for doing so. You can only cast magic in Tarna without losing honor by doing so in Krisha's house. Another note is I thought initially that I'd lose honor by not chasing down the thief. No! The only ways you can lose honor in that incident are by trying to stop the thief through very drastic means. This involves knocking over the fruit stall, throwing a knife, or using magic. All of those will get you into trouble. Let's talk about Krisha. Of all the lion tours in Tarna, Krisha, may her magic always be mighty, is the only one who lives in the human section of Tarna. She's respected by all, and a member of the Council of Judgment. The humans of Tarna live in the western section. Lion tours live over in the eastern section. Good to know. The Council of Judgment and Raja, may he reign forever, rule Tarna. We can't talk about Raja here, but we may be able to do so in other places. Let's talk about the price. The expense of the room will be covered by she who has magic, Krisha. That's very kind of her. Let's talk about that storage. In your room, you will find a chest that only you can open. You can use it to store extra items. Very handy if you don't have a lot of strength. Let us talk about your name. My name is Jana Jamil, which means beautiful paradise in Arabic. Fair enough. What about the restaurant? Like all good inns, this has a very good restaurant. We serve meals from dawn until midnight. Many who dine in this city dine with us. You've got a quite captive audience there. Let us talk about meals. Each day we serve a different main course. All meals come with the salad, vegetables, and warm bread with butter. Just ask for the menu of the day. I may do so. Let's ask about the residents. Most humans who live in Tarna will not be able to speak your language unless they are merchants. However, Khatib Makaram, the survivor of the peace mission, comes here sometimes and used to speak your language well. Interesting, we might want to chat with them. Let's talk about merchants first though. There are many merchants in the Bazaar of Tarna. That there are! What about this survivor? Khatib Mukaram was once a brilliant speaker and diplomat for Tarna. Since he returned from the peace mission, he has been very ill and seldom speaks. I wonder if he's been afflicted by some magical malady. We might have to treat that if so. Let's talk about the mission. Before you arrived here, the rulers of Tarna sent out some diplomats to meet with the leopard men in the jungle. Only Karib returned, which is why he is called the Survivor. Makes sense. We could talk about service. You have only to be seated upon a pillow, and I will enter to serve you as best I may. Fair enough. Anything else we could talk about? We could talk about Tarna. Tarna is a large city and kingdom. The stairs down from his plateau lead to the bazaar, where merchants of many lands sell their goods. From the stairs above us, you can see the entrances to the Hall of Judgment and the King's Chamber. Above all in Tarna is the Temple of Sekhmet, where the Liontos worship the great goddess. May she protect us all. She seems very interested in our activities, does Sekhmet. And there's a lot of things we could talk about here at the bazaar. The bazaar is the place where you will find almost anything for sale. It is an experience and a pleasure shopping there. One thing to note is that we haven't found a new suit of armor since the first game. We're still rocking that chainmail from Spielberg, and it's been very handy. Let's talk about Judgment. The Hall of Judgment is where all laws and decisions are made for Tarna. That's where we saw the thief be declared honorless. I wonder if we can talk about that with this person. Let's talk about the chambers. I am told that the king, long may he rule, has his throne room there. That he does! Let's talk about Sekhmet. Sekhmet, daughter of the sun, is the goddess of Tarna. Can't talk about any of the other gods, though I imagine there are many. It seems Sekhmet is the most important one for the people of the city. The Temple of Sekhmet is for Liontos only. No human may enter there. And that's why the person running the temple got a bit annoyed at us. Liontos are the rightful rulers of Tarna. Fair enough. And we have nothing else to talk about here, but we have the ability to order a meal. We can talk about Shapir, which we will. You tell the welcome woman about your adventures in Shapir. You are indeed quite a hero, seeker of peace. We can order a meal. We can flirt, which I think is the first time we've been able to do that in any of the games. It is not just the room you warm with your sunshine, O Prince of Passion. Your words inflame my cheeks, and other places. And now we will order a meal. You order a meal. I will bring your meal right out. Thank you. I'm sure it will be delicious. And here is our food. Here is your feast. May it please you. This food looks strange, but smells delicious. You pay the welcome woman for your meal. Be welcome, and may you enjoy it. Thank you. And we shall eat the meal. You enjoy your meal. It was very tasty, even if it was a bit strange. Fantastic. Now if we look at our stats, we have 223 communication now, which is quite a lot. I still don't know where I got that vitality from. I could look at my plate, I suppose. You see, a platter used to serve food, and that's what we ate from heartily. Now, time-wise, it is just past midday. We could try and leave the city. I don't think that will end well. We could give it a go. I doubt the Lion Tower will let us pass, but if they do, we can explore about outside the city. We could engage in some daring do, or get a head start on our rock throwing. There'll be so much rock throwing, folks. We will pick up many stones and fling them, possibly at enemies, but most likely at nothing. All so that we can be the best at throwing rocks that we possibly can be. I'm sure it'll have some useful application throughout our adventure. Hopefully. Maybe. Now, will you let us go? Yes, you will! Interesting. Music swells. We get points. And this is the world map, where there's a little dot indicating where we've come, so let's explore. You don't want to be late for your meeting tomorrow. You head for your room, so you will be well rested. Interesting! The game forces me to stay close by, but it still lets you try and search about. It's a nice touch, giving you a sense of freedom that you don't actually have. But thou must be here for the meeting, Derek. But thou must. You awaken as the sun begins to rise. You get up just in time for your meeting and quickly head to the Hall of Judgment. 2 months ago, the Simbani requested that we aid them in their war against the Leopard Men. It was the decision of this council to send emissaries to the Leopard Men to determine their grievances. The peace mission was ambushed at night by creatures or beings unknown. Evidence and the account of the sole survivor of the ambush, Khatib Mukarram, indicate the Leopard Men. A warrior of Tarna, Vishaka da Krisha, was discovered missing from the bodies of the emissaries. Signs and scent indicate some sort of struggle, then all trace of Vishaka was lost. Vishaka da Krisha is presumed to be dead, or else a prisoner of the Leopard Men. It is our duty to seek revenge upon the Leopard Men for those who are lost. The Lion-Tars have no business involving themselves in the deeds of humans. The peace mission should never have occurred. It is the duty of all those in Tarna to care for her people, and the humans are as much the people of Tarna as the Lion-Tars. The warriors of Tarna desire revenge, and the right to gain honor through battle. There is no honor in war, warrior of Tarna. There is only death. My magic indicates that there are signs of demonic activity. If demons are involved, it is they who are the enemy, not the Leopard Men. Council of Judgment, I, Rakesh Sartana, stand before you. I swear by my honor to prevent the war and to bring peace to all Tarna. Rakesh Sartana has sworn by his honor to bring peace to Tarna. If he fails, he shall be deemed honorless and shall be banished from Tarna forever. Do you, Prince of Shapir, also swear by your honor to bring peace? Do we swear the oath? It is incredibly important to not become a paladin, to say no. Also, we can't promise that we'll be able to do this. Also, we are not on the path of the paladin like Rakesh is. So we shall say no. The council will respect the honor of Rakesh Sartana and allow him time to fulfill his oath. King Raja orders Rakesh and the Prince of Shapir to meet with him in his chambers immediately. Raja Sartana, I stand before you. Rakesh Sartana, you stand before me in honor. I will continue to say nothing. I'm sure this won't have any lasting repercussions. Rakesh, are you so besotted by humans that you pledge your honor for them? What in the name of Sekhmet do you think you are doing? I have always pledged my honor to save lives, my lord. You, human, do you understand what it means to pledge honor? I understand what it means to not interfere. Does this one have no tongue with which to speak, Rakesh? He understands what he has pledged, Raja. I pledged nothing. How can he understand honor if he can't even understand I asked him a question? Rakesh, you and I have disagreed on many things, but I have always cared for you as my brother. I care greatly for you, Raja, and respect you as well. However, if I feel that Tarna must go to war, it shall go to war. Even if I must strip you of all honor, Rakesh, Tarna will go to war. I only request that you wait until my friend and I here have done all we can to prevent this war. I will wait, but do not take too long. If the Simbani march against the Leopard Men, I intend that Tarna shall aid them. You, human, do you have anything further to say? No, I'm just going to let this exchange occur and feel a little awkward as the brothers bicker. By the claws of Sekhmet, Rakesh, how can you stand such an idiot? He is a man of few words and great deeds, my lord. Very true. Rakesh, I cannot understand why you risk your honor and your life for humans. You could stay here in Tarna as my advisor, or lead my armies as a commander. To risk everything for peace is beyond my understanding. This is an old argument between us, Raja's mother's son. Must we fight in front of my friend? Human, leave us now. I will wait to be kicked out. Get the human out of here! You Now leave to meet Rakish again outside the city gates. It feels very good to be back in my homeland, my friend. This is the savannah, the high grasslands that teem with animals. It's a good thing, too, that I brought a large supply of red balls that I can drop behind us as we travel. It's a great way of indicating where we've been. No, don't ask how they get taken away. There are few animals which will bother a traveler here. The zebras and other herd animals will avoid you. Even the tigers will seek other prey. However, there are things that are not quite animals. They have little fear of humans and may attack. The field guide to Eastern Fricana will help you, so study it well. We'll be using my skills as a paladin to avoid danger. Handy! As a paladin becomes more in tune with the essential rightness of the universe, he gains certain new abilities, such as healing. The more good one does, the more good things one can do. Hint hint, become a paladin, Derek, please. I tried to offer you my sword last time, you said no. I have been a paladin for a long time now, ever since the demons last invaded this land. We must prevent this war between people, and drive any demons back to the world from which they came. I'll try. That looks like where we're going. You should do well in the Simbani village. The Simbani will respect a brave warrior like yourself. It is getting dark. This looks like a good place to camp for the night. It is always best to have a campfire at night. It drives off many things. If you don't yet own a tinderbox, I would advise you purchase one when you return to Tarna. I've already done that. Rakish starts a fire and you share some food he brought with him. Then you both lie down to sleep. And we wait. That place looks quite important. Good morning, my friend. Let's continue our journey to the Simbani village. Took quite a while to get here. The Simbani have always respected warriors. It will be difficult to convince the Simbani to resolve their differences with the leopard men peacefully. Difficult, but not impossible. I like this as a great opportunity to explain things. The young warriors will be eager to prove themselves in battle. And they doubtless see the leopard men as a great... war with the leopard men, even if demons are not involved, will be a very deadly thing. The Simbani practice fighting in the savannah where it is easy to see the enemy. They use spears as weapons for throwing and close combat. Leopard men hide in the jungle and cast spells from a distance. Spears cannot be thrown far in the dense growth of the jungle. They have the home advantage, and a half. If demons are the cause of these hostilities, then you can be certain that only the demons will win this war. Very true. And here we are. Harabi, Mzi. Mazari, lineman Rakish. It is good to see you. It is good to see you, Magoji. I have here a friend and brave warrior from afar to see the wonders of your village. Habari, Buana. Behold the village of a Simbani. From the pen where the injured cattle stay, the huts where we sleep, and the places where we work and play. Enter and be welcome. I had an opportunity there to greet. I did not. We are most honored, Mzim Magoji, to enter your village. Kwaheri. Kwaheri, Simba Rakish. Kwaheri, Buana. Let us go. Ah, Uhura. Good to see you. Ujambo, Mabwana. Hatujambo, Uhura. Ujambo, Simba. You both look healthy and happy to be home again. It is very good to be home. I'd be happy to show you both the way of the Simbani. We are honored. Come then, we will meet with the leader of the Simbani, the Liban. Habari, Liban Makubwa. Missouri, warrior Uhura. Liban, I, Uhura, warrior the Simbani, be standing before you with 2 warriors from far lands. Habari, warriors. Missouri Sana, Liban, Wakubwa. It is good to see you again, great leader of the Simbani people. It is good to see you, warrior Rakish. Liban, I have come here to bring peace to your people and the Leopard Men. I have sworn this by my honor. Missouri, warrior Rakish, bring the Leopard Men chief to his knees before me, and you shall have this peace you pledge. What has caused this great anger for the Leopard Men, Liban, Wakubwa? The Leopard Men have always been our enemies. They be sneaky and not to be trusted, for they only travel at night. The worst of all be that they use magic. The Leopard Men is the enemy. If the Simbani be seeking a lost calf in the jungle at night, then the Leopard Men uses magic against him. A Simbani cannot fight magic, so he must retreat. The Leopard Men will not meet the Simbani in a fair fight. The Leopard Men will always be our enemies, and now they have made us call for war. They stole from us the Spear of Death, and for that they shall die. Then they will no longer be our enemy. There are ways to resolve the conflicts between the Simbani and the Leopard Men other than through waging war. The leader of the Simbani doesn't seem to think so. I would like to see you, Liban of the Simbani, and the chief of the Leopard Men, speak your grievances before the Hall of Judgment in Tarna. Perhaps there can yet be a peaceful resolution of conflict. No, Rakish, the Spear of Death is stolen, and we will fight to regain our pride. The worth of the spear will be paid in blood, not words. I have spoken. Qua Hereni. Qua Heri, Liban. Farewell, Liban of the Simbani. May we yet meet again in peace. You all walk back to Uhura's hut to rest and discuss things before evening. It's not a good sign. It is good to be back in your own hut again, is it not, Uhura? Good, very good, but Simba well worth leaving my home for. Liban was most gracious to see us, yet I felt as though we were not welcome. I do not understand, for I have always respected him. How did we offend him, Uhura? I be not knowing, Rakish. The Simbani have lost much honor with the stealing of the Spear of Death. Still, for the Liban not to listen to your words of peace be not right. I suspect demonic shenanigans. Perhaps he will listen another time. I doubt it. It be time we be sitting too much. Maybe we go out to the village. The villagers be waiting to see you again, Rakish. They be killing a young bullock in your honor, and the blood be very fresh. The Simbani celebrate your arrival with meat, milk, and dancing. It is late when you finally make it back to your hut. We are treated royally by the Simbani. That was meat from the Liban's own herd. I will head back to Tarna at first light. Find out what you can about what is going on. I do not think the Liban told us everything he knows. I agree. If you can find the Spear of Death, we may be able to convince the Liban that war is unnecessary. Good luck. Thanks, I think I'll need it. Do whatever you can to win the respect of the Simbani. You will undoubtedly need their cooperation to restore the peace. That we will. We can look around. The walls of his hut are made from sticks, covered with a mixture of mud and dung. You see an ornate shield firmly attached to the wall. You can store objects you don't want to carry in this large chest. So we have 2 places that we can store stuff, which is handy. A large empty jar stands in this corner of the room. A fireplace lights the place and keeps it warm at night. It is a sleeping mat. A zebra skin has been attached to the wall for decoration. You see Rakish. You're in the guest hut, your home away from home in the Simbani village. A good chat with you, son. I think I'll do that next time, however. When we come back, things aren't looking too great. Oh, they're not looking too great. But I'm sure we can smooth things over with the Liban and get the trust of the Simbani alongside dealing with this whole potential war thing. I think it's not going to get much worse before it gets better. It's definitely going to get worse. But how much worse remains to be seen. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not, and if you are subscribed, press that bell for those notifications as when we return, exploring the Simbani village, and figuring out how we can raise our skills, but we haven't had much of an opportunity to do that outside of communication and a bit of vitality for some reason. We'll find the ways in due time. Maybe next time, maybe not. And I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.